Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ladies and gentlemen, dear professors, colleagues, friends from all over the globe, welcome to the most prestigious obstetrics and gynecology conference in the Middle East. Welcome to the ASOGIC. Mesdames et messieurs, chers professeurs, collègues et amis du monde entier, bienvenue à la conférence d'obstétrique et de gynécologie la plus prestigieuse du Moyen-Orient. Bienvenue à ASOGIC. السيدات والسادة، أساتذتي الأفاضل والأصدقاء والأعزاء من جميع أنحاء العالم، مرحبا بكم في المؤتمر الأكثر شهرة في الشرق الأوسط. مرحبا بكم في ASOGIC. Please stand up for the national anthem. والآن مع السلام الوطني. We are lucky to be in a wonderful city of Cairo that does not sleep, and the capital of the motherland, Egypt. For almost 30 years now, ASOGIC has been a dynamic platform where innovative ideas converge, cutting-edge research is presented, and collaborations are formed. Together, we have the power to shape the future of women's healthcare by exploring new technologies, groundbreaking research, and patient-centered approaches. This year, ASOGIC is bringing the world together. Please allow me to introduce Professor Mohammed Abdel Hamid, the Vice President of ASOGIC 27.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ain Shams Obstetric and Gynecology International Conference 27th. A new step in a long journey. It's a tale that should be narrated, discussed, and studied. Along the last 30 years and among different doctor generations, the ASOGIC has established its position as an enormous scientific gathering with exponential curve of progress. Basically, it had not missed the two-day busy up-to-date talks, debates, and discussions. Moreover, it has been ranked at the top of the CME accredited hours with its 15 workshops covering all the fields in obstetrics and gynecology with well-recognized hands-on sessions. It's actually not a one-man show, but rather an extraordinary effort, not only by the organizing team of ASOGIC, but also faculty members of Ain Shams University, the national and the international figures. Welcome all of you to the ASOGIC, and for the words of the president of the conference, Professor Dr. Hatem Al-Gamal.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and honored guests, it is both privilege and profound honor to welcome you to the opening ceremony of this prestigious conference of obstetrics and gynecology here in the magnificent city of Cairo. We gather in a place steeped in history, city that has been a cradle of knowledge and innovation for centuries. It is also my great pleasure to welcome our distinguished guests on stage. Our leader, please, Professor Muhammad Diya Zain al-Abidin, the President of Ain Shams University. Let's extend our heartfelt welcome to Professor Dean Ali Al-Anwar, Dean of Obstetric and Dean of Faculty of Medicine in Shams University. We're thrilled to have Professor Osama Mansour, Vice Dean for the Graduate Studies and Research Affairs. Joining us as well, Professor Hala Swede, Vice Dean for Community Services and Environmental Development. We are also excited to have Professor Osama Abdel Hay, Head of Egyptian Doctors Syndicate. Let us to give a big hand to Professor Tariq Youssef, Director of Ain Shams University Hospitals. Last but definitely not least, let me personally thank my brother and supporter, Professor Dr. Amr Al-Husseini, the Chairman of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Ain Shams University. Together, these esteemed individuals are poised to enrich our gathering with their valuable insights and experiences. Today, we unite as leaders, researchers, practitioners, and advocates in the field of women's health. Our shared mission transcends borders and cultures to advance the health and well-being of women around the globe. Together, we stand at the forefront of groundbreaking research, innovative practices, and transformative policies that will shape the future of obstetrics and gynecology. This conference provides us with a unique opportunity to exchange ideas, share our experiences, and discuss the challenges we face in our field, from maternal health to reproductive rights, from advances in technology to the importance of the multidisciplinary care. Our discussions over the coming days will be pivotal in shaping our collective approach in these critical issues. I encourage each of you to engage fully in the conference, to ask questions and to challenge assumptions. Let us draw upon the diverse expertise and the perspectives represented in this room. It is through collaboration and upon dialogue, but that we will shape new paths and develop innovative solutions for the discipline. For me to be able to stand on this stage and to give this speech today, it took months and months of preparation, hours-long meeting and discussions with members of the organizing committee and the scientific committee of the conference. But hard work pays off. Over the past 10 days, we have had 15 world-class pre-Congress workshops spanning over all different subspecialties in the obstetrics and gynecology. And it pleases me to say that due to this hard work, ASOGIC 27 has been awarded a total of 64 CME credit hours, the most any conference has ever achieved around the globe. In closing, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our organizing company, IRIS, led by Dr. Ashraf Badawi. A huge thank you to our chairpersons, speakers, to our partners, reputable pharmaceutical entities, and to each one of you for being here. Your presence is an indication to your commitment to advancing our field. Thank you, and let us officially open this conference dedicated to the future of obstetrics and gynecology, truly bring the world together. Thank you.
Let me introduce the President of Ain Shams University, Professor Muhammad Dia Zain Al-Abidi.
Good morning all, dear distinguished guests and professors. On behalf of Ain Shams University, welcome to the most prestigious obstetrics and gynecology conference that hosted by School of Medicine. I hope to spend with us a good time in Egypt and Ain Shams University. اسمحوا لي بس انا يعني في ايفنتس كده انا هقول الكلمه بالعربي ان هو في ايفنتس كده بيبقى محتاج ان هو يكون الحديث يعني من القلب للقلب. يعني اولا انا بيسعدني ان انا ارحب بكم جميعا في المؤتمر الدولي ال27 لامراض النساء والتوليد الذي ينظمه قسم النساء والتوليد بكليه الطب جامعه عين شمس. اوكي. استمرارية هذا المؤتمر في نسخته 27 هي شهادة على الالتزام المستمر بالاهتمام بصحة المرأة التي تعد ركيزة أساسية لبناء المجتمع وتطويره. ويعكس تنظيم هذا المؤتمر تجسيد التزامنا الراسخ بتطوير التعليم الطبي وتعزيز التعاون العلمي بين الأطباء والخبراء في مجال أمراض النساء والتوليد. وتفخر جامعة عين شمس بموقعها الريادي بين المؤسسات الأكاديمية والطبية التي تساهم بشكل فعال في تحسين صحة المجتمع المصري. أنا مش عايز أطول على حضراتكم، يمكن الجامعة دايما بتحط على أولوياتها أكيد الاستراتيجية بتاعت الجامعة بتيجي من استراتيجية الدولة، ويمكن استراتيجية الدولة في الوقت الحالي هو تحسين الصحة بشكل عام وتحسين صحة المرأة على وجه الخصوص. وده يمكن من حملات كتيرة جدا بتيجي من خلال وزارة الصحة. أنا على يقين إن هذا الحدث إن شاء الله هيؤتي بثماره. لازم أؤكد على دور التدريب، إن هو التدريب والتطوير هو ده الأساس. ويمكن في كلية طب عين شمس إحنا مش هنتكلم على التدريب والتطوير. أنا بحب بس يعني أشكر أستاذ دكتور حاتم الجمل لتنظيم هذا المؤتمر وللدعوة الكريمة. الشكر واجب طبعا لسيادة العميد أستاذ دكتور علي الأنور، وإن كان عليا إن أنا يعني أشكر يعني شكر ليكم جميعا. سيادة النقيب العام أهلا وسهلا يا فندم، مشرفنا يا فندم. أنا في الآخر بس عايز أقول حاجة. هو دايما احنا بنعتز بكليه الطب، ويمكن واحد كان في مساره الاكاديمي يعني يعني معروف كليه الطب مش محتاجه، كليه الطب في جامعه عين شمس مش محتاجه كلام. ودايما كلنا كنا بنعتز بيها، بنعتز بعراقتها، بنعتز ان هي يمكن جايز تكون كليه طب عين شمس هي في واقع الامر هي اقدم الجامعه اصلا. يمكن ابتدت من قبل الجامعه، ابتدت سنه 1950، كليه الطب ابتدت من قبليها. بنعتز بالقامات العلميه الموجودة فيه. ولكن دلوقتي بس اوكي. ولكن في هذه المناسبة اسمح لي دكتور حاتم بس يمكن هخرج بس بره السياق في نص دقيقة. أنا بحب يعني أحيي الناس اللي هو أنا شايف إن هي الجنود المجهولة اللي دايما ورا كل نجاح، وهم شباب الأطباء، سواء كان النواب والمعيدين والمدرسين المساعدين اللي هم يعني زي ما بنقول كده هم على خط النار اول ذا تايم. يعني انا هستاذن حضراتكم بس ان هو لكل الاطباء والنواب والهيئه المعاونه في كليه الطب في كل المستشفيات يعني تنقل لهم تحيات جامعه عين شمس، مش تحيات انا شخصيا، تحيات جامعه عين شمس ليهم، وانا هعتمد عليكم ان انتم توصلوا هذه الرساله. طبعا في هذا بما ان احنا بنتكلم في مؤتمر النساء، طبعا الجندي المجهول وراء كل نجاح والدكتوره رحاب وما تبذله من مجهود، شكرا لحضرتك. وبرضه نيابه عن الجامعه، والكلمه دي انا يعني I'm very serious فيها، هو بالنيابه عن الجامعه وعن جموع الشعب المصري اللي احنا بنحيي واخبارك الاستاذ الدكتور طارق يوسف المدير التنفيذي ان هو يعني معانا 24 ساعه. زي ما قلت لحضراتكم واخبارك من شويه، انا كنت كعضو هيئه التدريس واخبارك في جامعه عين شمس، كلنا كنا بنعتز بكليه الطب. لكن لما البوزيشن اتغير وبقينا باصين وخباك على الموضوع بزاويه مختلفه من كل الجوانب، انا كرئيس جامعه انا فخور ان انا رئيس جامعه فيها طب عين شمس. بشكر حضراتكم ونتمنى لكم مؤتمر سعيد ان شاء الله. شكرا.
Thanks for this compliment, President of Ain Shams, Dr. Mohammed Diya Zain Al-Abidin. And now for the words of Professor Ali Al-Anwar, Dean of Faculty of Medicine, Ain Shams University.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أستاذ دكتور محمد ضياء رئيس جامعة عين شمس، المنصة الكريمة، السادة الحضور، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. في البداية أود أن أتقدم بخالص الشكر والتقدير للأستاذ دكتور عمرو الحسيني رئيس قسم النساء والتوليد، والأستاذ دكتور حاتم الجمل رئيس المؤتمر على الدعوة الكريمة وإتاحة الفرصة والشرف لينا أن احنا نكون معاكم. في الحقيقة أنا بتوجه أيضا بالشكر لقسم النساء والتوليد، لأنه زي ما حضراتكم عارفين احنا كمجتمع جامعي لنا بعض الرسائل، أهمها التدريب، أهمها التعليم، البحث العلمي، العلاج. وفي الحقيقة في خلال السنتين اللي فاتوا اسم النساء والتوليد استطاع أن يبرهن أن الرسالة دي مكتملة في هذا القسم عن طريق المؤتمرات، ورش العمل، ما يقومون ويقدمونه في المستشفى الجامعي الخاص بمستشفى النساء والولادة. أنا بشكر حضراتكم كثيرا على ما تقدمونه طبعا لصالح الشعب المصري في العلاج وفي البحث العلمي وفي التطوير وفي التعليم. وزي ما احنا شايفين النهارده معانا كثير من شباب الأطباء اللي احنا من أجلهم بنعقد تلك المؤتمرات وتلك الورش علشان خاطر يقدروا يطلعوا على أحدث ما وصل إليه العالم في علم النساء والتوليد. أيضا بتوجه بالشكر to our dear prestigious guests from all over the world, and I hope you will fulfill all the goals in this conference. Also, I hope you will enjoy part of the beauty for Egypt in your stay. Hoping you all wish, and thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Professor Ali Al-Anwar. And for the message of Professor Osama Abdel Hay, the Chief of Egyptian Medical Syndicate and the Professor of Anesthesia at Ain Shams University.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صباح الخير جميعا. يعني first of all I would like to thank Dr. Hatem Al-Gamal, the president of the conference, and all the colleagues in the organizing committee and scientific committee under the leadership of Professor Zain Al-Abidin, the president of the university, and Professor Ali Al-Anwar, the dean of the faculty. I would like also to congratulate them to have a 64-hour credit hours for this conference. I think please give him a hand. Because as far as I know, it is the highest number of credit hours for any conference. So congratulations, Dr. Hatem. And I would like to welcome all the esteemed professors and guests and participants in this conference. Actually, University of Ain Shams, especially the Faculty of Medicine, is a state of art. And really, we always feel jealous from their professionality and their being very keen to catch any advances all over the world. The best word I was happy to read it, Dr. Hatem, at the end of your speech. Together we can make a lasting difference in the lives of women. Actually, I always like saying, together we can achieve a lot. Everyone, if he is alone, he can be a caliber, but cannot achieve a lasting effect. So together we can achieve a lot. And finally, let me say a few words in Arabic. الحقيقة يعني أنا ببقى سعيد جدا في حضور الساينتفك ميتينجز، لأنه الإيفنتس دي هي أكتر حاجة محببة لقلبي، لأنه دي حاجة بيننا وبين بعض، بنعلم بعض ونتبادل الخبرات ونقابل بعض. الأذر ديوتيز اللي عندنا كنقابة يعني يعني متعبة جدا جدا. احنا بنعاني وبنحاول جدا زي ما وعدنا حضراتكم وجموع الأطباء إن احنا نشتغل على قانون المسؤولية الطبية، نشتغل على إتاحة فرص التعليم والتدريب لجميع أطباء مصر، حمايتهم، توفير المناخ المناسب للعمل. وهنا لازم أحيي جامعة عين شمس ومستشفى عين شمس التخصصي على موقفها الهادئ والرزين، واللي كان في منتهى القوة ساعة الأزمة اللي كانت تعرضت ليها. فبليز كل الشكر لسيادة الرئيس رئيس الجامعة وللعميد ولمدير عام المستشفيات وإدارة المستشفى التخصصي. الحقيقة كان موقف رائع وقوي وعاقل ورزين. فأنا بحيي حضراتكم جميعا، مش عايز أطول أكتر من كده، إنما أنا بوعدكم إن احنا مستمرين في تحمل مسؤوليتنا، وعايز أقول لكم في الآخر إن أطباء مصر بخير. شكرا جزيلا.
Thanks, Professor Osama Abdelhai. And now our beloved chairman of Obstetric and Gynecology Department at Shams University, Professor Amr Al-Hussein.
Morning, and thank you very much for giving us the pleasure to have you with us here in Cairo. We really appreciate your time and your effort to contribute in this magnificent conference. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Muhammad Dia, the president of our university. Professor Dia is a very eminent professor of dentistry in Ain Shams University. Professor Ali Al-Anwar, the Dean of Faculty of Medicine at Ain Shams University, Professor Tariq Youssef, the CEO of the hostels, Professor Hala Sweed, the Vice Dean, and Professor Osama Mansour, the Vice Dean as well. ASOGIC is not a medical conference, it's a learning hub for continuous medical education. Our task is to educate doctors, enlighten them about the most recent advances in the scope of obstetric and gynecology. We are attracting fellows and doctors from every part of the world to attend in our hostel, and now we are having consultants and senior registrars from the UK and other European countries to come to have training in areas like placenta accreta spectrum, in minimal access surgery, in robotic surgery. Being a country with limited resources, it doesn't mean that we cannot educate and we cannot cooperate. We have brilliant minds in this country. I'm very proud being a member in this very esteemed organization. We work as a family, we work as a team. So it's our duty to enlighten doctors, it's our duty to put them at the latest in this field. Finally, I would like to thank the organizing committee. First of all, the president of the conference, Professor Hatem Al-Gamal, for his relentless effort to make this event happen the way we are having it. All the organizing committee, the scientific committee, and I would like to send a sincere thanks to Dr. Ashraf Badawi, the chairman of IRIS company. I hope you enjoy your stay. You find it a very fruitful time. We welcome you in Egypt. You are very dear guests to us. Please enjoy your stay with us. Thank you very much.
ASOGIC has always been a first-timer. For the first time in history of a conference, offers 64 CME credit hours. For the first time in Egypt, a conference is represented by 5 international ambassadors and organizing 3 different international partnerships. And for the very first time in ASOGIC history, we are introducing the ASOGIC Awards. This year, ASOGIC is represented by an elite group of global ambassadors who will help us bring the world together and make sure that ASOGIC is a whole year event and not just a 2-day conference. Our ambassadors are and I hope I get the names right, Professor Burghard Abenstein, Professor Jacek Koczyczewski, Professor René Wenzel, and Professor Anne-Beatrice Chiara, the President of FIGO. Last but not least, today I have the honor of introducing a woman who needs no introduction. Her legacy has been built and accomplishments are too many to name. She was the first woman to perform laparoscopy in Europe, and you will find her fingerprints behind every step you do in gynecological laparoscopy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Her Excellency Professor Dr. Lieselotte Mettler, our Global Ambassador and Guest of Honor.
I'm Lieselotte Mettler from Kiel, Germany. It's my big pleasure to see my student, Hatem Al-Gamal, that I haven't seen for many years, to be the chair of this meeting. I'm already 85 years old, still travel the world, enjoy endoscopic surgery. I'm a good, hopefully good teacher, a mother, and happily married. Love our profession and can only tell all my young friends, if you love your profession, if you love your family, if you love God, that's what brings happiness in life. A pleasure to be here.
Professor Mettler was my supervisor on MD thesis in Kiel with late Professor Kurt Zem, the father of modern laparoscopy. I spent a lot of time, 2 years or more, in Kiel under her supervision. I learned laparoscopy and laparoscopic hysterectomy under the supervision of Professor Mettler and late Professor Kurt Zem. Thank you, Professor Mettler, for your help. You introducing here in Egypt through me the laparoscopic hysterectomy. Thank you.
Please stay on stage. And now our very first ASOGIC Award for Lifetime Achievement goes to Professor Lilo Mettler and to be presented by the President of ASOGIC, Professor Hatem Al-Gamal.
I will get it fixed. Hold it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here I can only say it is worthwhile to say Vivat Crescat Floriat. Live, grow, and blossom our medical profession. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. Today, we feel very privileged and honored to acknowledge the achievements of a brilliant and talented surgeon who have made laparoscopy and robotic-assisted surgery his own hobby other than being just his career. ASOGIC international partnerships would have not come to light without him and his endless efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, ASOGIC Award for spreading the knowledge all over the world goes to His Excellency, our Ambassador to Austria and Switzerland, Professor Dr. Burghard Abenstein. Congratulations. It took us a while to prepare an introduction for such a special, talented personality. I don't know where to start. Should I talk about his history-changing achievements in the field of urogynecology, or should I keep admiring his talented, charismatic personality that attracts patients from all over the world and makes them go all the way to Germany just to meet him? Ladies and gentlemen, ASOGIC Award for spreading the knowledge all over the world goes to His Excellency, Professor Jacek Koczyszewski, our ambassador to Germany and Western Europe. Forgive me for the pronunciation, I hope. Congratulations. And now we come to a legend in the field of endometriosis, or could we say, the godfather of endometriosis. It hurts us the most that he could not be here with us today because of his illness. We wish him a very good recovery and hope to see him in ASOGIC next year. Ladies and gentlemen, ASOGIC Award for spreading the knowledge all over the world goes to His Excellency, Professor René Wenzel, our ambassador to Austria and Western Europe. Professor Abenstein will receive the award on his behalf. Professor, we wish him a very speedy recovery. Thank you. Professor Sylvia Abenstein receiving the award on his behalf. Congratulations. And now allow me to introduce a very special person, a very powerful woman who has proven with no doubts that the future of Africa lies in the hands of African women. She is not only the president of a prestigious society as Vigo, but also a very active advocate for African women's rights. Ladies and gentlemen, ASOGIC Award for Empowering Women All Over the World goes to Her Excellency, Professor Anne-Beatrice Chiara, our Ambassador to Africa. ممكن تحطها على الريبن لو Congratulations. Success is the fruit of dedication. It begins with hard work and ends with the sweetest pleasure. And now, Professor Burghard Abenstein will please us with the amazing talk, ASOGIC in the Eyes of Our Ambassadors.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I'm really overwhelmed and thrilled being an ambassador of this important and wonderful meeting. I mean, I think I speak for all the ambassadors sitting here. It's not only an honor, it's a big responsibility for our society, for the young colleagues of our society to share knowledge, to exchange ideas, and to move forward. We don't like to see borders. And ASOGIC is one of these societies turning down borders and bridging and bringing the world together. And for me, this is the highest concept of this meeting, to bring the world together and to move forward together, to feel the needs of the world, to feel the needs of our patients wherever we do our job and wherever we love our job, like Lilo Mettler said, and I would underline that. Love to our job is what is the fuel for us to move forward. And it's also having fun together, because neuroscientists, they tell us that when we have fun with what we do, then it engraves even more into our brain. And so let's also have fun outside then after the meeting together. So oh, thank you. I thought I will never see my slides. It starts, everything begins in Cairo, and my personal history to your country, I came here as a medical student many, many years ago. And I worked with the residents, I ate with the residents, I slept with the residents in the same room, in the same condominium, and they told me, whoever drinks the water of the Nile will always come back. And so I did, with all the consequences. And so I'm here again, repeatedly, and I'm very honored, and it's a big pleasure for me.
You think you know who first invented the mirror you look at every morning? makeup that highlights your beauty. The sandwich you take with you everywhere. Perfume that gives you character. The calendar you'd be lost without. Prosthetics that complete you. The flute that moves your emotions. Paper and ink for documenting history. It doesn't end there. Writing tools, measuring tools, surgical tools, and even mathematics that gives you the power of knowledge. Who do you think pioneered all of this? It all began with one civilization. The same civilization that introduced grand architectures, astronomy, and even the oldest peace treaty. The list goes on and on and on. This is the Egyptian civilization, a civilization so great that a science was created after it. For the past 200 years, Egyptology revealed countless secrets and discoveries of more than 5,000 years of history, and more is yet to come. This is Egyptology, 200 years of science in the making.
Now, in this society is based on the solid ground of the best known and most important university of Egypt and of the Middle East. And ASOGIC is not only the exchange of science and of practical medicine, it's also the exchange of friendship. And so we already had the chance to visit your country, to visit the most important museums of your country together with Jörg Keckstein and his wife. We could not only deepen our relations to you as our colleagues in Egypt, but also to our friends coming here as ambassadors with Jacek, his wife, when we went on journeys up the Nile and had good times together with good guides who showed us and who taught us the history of your lovely country. With René and his wife, he, with his background of the University of Vienna, loves your country as much as we all do. You can see on these little pictures. And we had the chance to see the most important parts of your history until now, and we like to continue. As your ambassadors, my wife even learned how to bake bread in an old oven, and I fought with the crocodile. So we learned to enjoy your cuisine. We tried to finish all of it. It was never possible, but you know that better than I do. So you see, it's not only to learn, it's also to learn the respect of culture, and this is what makes me proud being an ambassador. And we hope to see the opening of the new Grand Museum. This will be the next step of our cultural experience with the idea of bridging, with the idea of bringing the world together and to learn from each other. Thank you very much indeed.
And now allow me to introduce a very special person, a pioneer in the field of preterm labor, the FIGO Division Director of Maternal and Neonatal Health. He is the head of the Obstetrics and Gynecology and Pediatrics departments at the University of Gothenburg, Sweden. Ladies and gentlemen, the ASOGIC Award for spreading the knowledge all over the world goes to Professor Bo Jacobson. نكمل احنا البارتنرشيب حضرتك هتفضل واقف بارتنرشيب زي ما انت عارف اتفضل. Okay. Building positive relationships in business is one of the most important foundations for success. Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." ASOGIC team has understood this concept very well this year, and they are surprising us now with 3 unique international partnerships. The first 2 international partnerships are with 2 international conferences in Austria and Switzerland. We are pleased and honored to have the president of these 2 conferences as our ambassador this year. Without his endless efforts, these partnerships would have not been seen the light this year. Zurich Conference 2025 for Obstetrics and Gynecology, as well as Alpen Seminar International Gathering in Austria 2025, are now our international partners. A number of ASOGIC attendees this year will be offered a free full registration to these 2 conferences taking place next year in January and March, respectively. Professor Abenstein will now join Professor Hatem El-Gamal on the stage and tell us more about this partnership.
Well, thank you. The idea of this partnership was the consequence of what I told you before, to bridge and to bring the world together. So we decided to open these two conferences to all of you who participate in this ASOGIC meeting without a participation fee. So for you, as you are here, it will be free to participate at these two meetings. The meeting in January talks about future aspects of our faculty, and the meeting in March is a meeting that more focuses on practical skills, on tips and tricks, and on guidelines. It's a big pleasure. And additionally, I would like to offer you the possibility to visit the hospital of Feldkirch, where I'm working, and to come and to visit and to work with us and to discuss with us. This is what I can offer you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. And I think we opened the door for our juniors and to seniors even to participate in these valuable conferences. Thank you.
Still eager for more partnerships? We've got you covered. We are not done yet. Our third partnerships today is between ASOGIC and the Urogynecology Department at Hagen-Hasby Hospital in Germany, which is one of the best urogynecologic centers in Germany, Europe, and even worldwide. This department is led by our ambassador to Germany, Professor Jacek, who gave us the honor to be an international partner to his world-class urogynecology center. Interested doctors from Ain Shams University will be offered a 1 to 3 months internship in Germany in the field of urogynecology to widen and deepen their expertise in this very special field. Please welcome Professor Jacek Koczyczewski, who will join us with the stage with Professor Hatem El-Gamal to tell us more about this partnership.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be very, very happy to remit our skills of pelvic floor ultrasound and pelvic floor surgery. I look forward to our work together, and anyone who is interested, please contact Professor Hatem, Dr. Abdel. He will arrange all faculties with me. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Picture, please. We hope you have enjoyed our special opening ceremony for this year. This might be the end of our opening, but it's just the beginning of our amazing, unequaled scientific program. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be amazed. This is the one and only ASOGIC 27.